They'll start here with Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We can talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there to the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
For you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Booker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. These two teams all tied after 1. So now he stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like
what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next week, there he goes right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Escapes the defender. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw caught by Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Pacheco headed right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Here's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7.
the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so... opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And only a couple more up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Tua to try again on second down. Gets this one to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half,
That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Now ball caught. It's Rice. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 46 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Joe Smith. And the Chiefs are going to take it over at their 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now on 1st down.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And he
takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down. They'll swing this out to Tony, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. First and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give right side for Pacheco. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. Touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
Sanders for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
The score, Chiefs 49, Dolphins 28. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second down, Gaskin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
Ridiculous, take him out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now a give to Mostert running right. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 157 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down and 3.
At the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
That's complete to Tony. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.